Hey, Youngstown Clique. I am so excited to be coming to you from somewhere new today. I have not yet been to Newton Falls, and here I am in the heart of Newton Falls, right here on the main street down through downtown, and I am in front of a place called Guns and Hoses. Now, I have been watching this place for months on Facebook, and the food looks incredible, and I was like, I've been wanting to get out here, so finally I'm out here. I'm going to introduce you to the owners and explain the whole Guns and Hoses thing. We'll talk about the food. They actually have a dessert lady that was supposed to be temporary, but it's so popular that she's become their permanent dessert lady, and she's from the Youngstown Boardman area. So stay tuned, because I'm going to show you this cute little place. I'm going to turn this around real quick so you see what it looks like from the outside. This place on the corner of the plaza is called Guns and Hoses Cafe and Catering, and I want to tell you what the Guns and Hoses is. I'm sure most of you guys could figure it out, but I'm going to let you meet the owners and let them explain it to you. So hello. Hi. How are you guys doing? All right, so look at this beautiful couple. They are the owners of this Guns and Hoses. I was telling them outside that I have been following you guys for months on Facebook, and I just could not wait to get here. So go ahead and introduce yourselves, and then kind of tell us what this is all about.
I'm Donnie. This is my
Donnie
wife.
Placer.
I'm Ashley.
And Ashley. Okay, and they are the...
This is our baby.
Oh,
Little baby Grace.
look at that. She's going to be like the best chef ever when she goes out. She'll like, it's in my blood. Okay, so you guys started this place called Guns and Hoses Cafe and catering. So do you still cater?
We do.
Oh, okay. So you used to be only catering. Now you're the cafe and catering. Oh, that's good. Okay, because your food looks amazing. I'm going to show them real quick the walls. So the Guns and Hoses. Well, actually, go ahead and explain to us why you chose the name Guns and Hoses.
Yeah, I'm retired. I was a part-time fireman, and then me and my wife had a dream of having our own cafe, and it kind of fit that being a fireman, that you might as well
roll with it.
Yeah.
So I watch Chicago Fire.
Chicago
Oh,
Fire. Yeah,
I love it all
me.
the time.
That's not me.
That's
I'll go
not
with any
you.
fire, but I didn't go to skyscrapers for a reason.
Right.
I didn't catch me running
man.
upstairs. I would if I had to, but
So your time as a firefighter was here in Newton Falls?
yes.
Okay,
Yep,
awesome.
Part-time, volunteer, part-time.
Awesome. Wow. That's
Yep.
I'm sure that there's whole stories behind that as well. So tell us a little bit about then, this is why you chose to give the guns is this wall, the police, right?
Police.
The Guns and Hoses. So
This is our respect that we're paying back to public service. So when we came up with the name, we thought, we have to pay respects to the fire, especially because of Donnie, and his
yes,
service.
absolutely.
And we thought, let's tie the police in too, because they're just as important, if not more important.
Love it.
For public safety. So, we've done this whole entire wall here as an ode to different police. We've got patches here from everywhere. Now, every single one of these patches comes with a story. And
Wow.
it's fun because they'll come in with the patch and they'll tell us why and how long they worked and where they went from there.
Wow, so these are from customers.
These
Yes.
are from
I
customers.
love it. That's
We've gotten
amazing.
Some in the mail from customers that have been in here just traveling through.
Okay.
We do have the turnpike here, so we're a nice spot for
Oh,
people to get
yes.
off and,
Okay.
and eat, and they'll send. So they'll go home and they'll send us back a patch with a nice story to go.
Oh,
along
how
with
fun.
it.
Why do I have a feeling that this in like a year is going to be, you're going to have to like
We
have double
have
the
tons
space.
more. We
Oh,
do.
do you? Okay.
We just don't have anywhere to put them. We're thinking about throwing them up there on the black part of there. We
Oh.
haven't decided where we're gonna stick them at yet.
Right.
We do have tons.
And I love this. So, and then this, I was telling them, guys, I love this phonetic alphabet because I don't know all these things, but I'm gonna start speaking to people in the Morse code.
We had a couple New York City detectives come in here. This
Are
is
you
probably
serious?
6 months ago, and they said it's the best.
We did. We
Oh,
felt like
come
we were
on.
in a movie. It was crazy. I mean, their accents, the stories they had, it really felt like we were
No
in a
way.
movie. It was amazing.
How did they say how they found out about this little place in Newton
They
Falls?
come through somewhere doing some sort of police work,
Okay.
and
They said they Googled us.
they Googled us.
Wow.
So it was,
I love it. I love that. Okay, so now let's take a look at the firefighter wall. So this is a little bit more your experience, right?
Yeah, just everything in here is about history, really. You know?
Wow.
Just so people get an understanding.
This is so. How's that orange one different than the yellow?
So one
that
of my
we see?
captains, Captain Chico, made that for me, and it's just
Oh,
to
okay.
replicate what the firemen, you know, so the kids
Got
aren't
it. Yeah.
scared.
That's awesome.
And these are just different
Uniform.
uniforms,
Police and fire.
blazers. This one's special
one's very
because
special.
her nephew had passed away.
Oh.
9/11.
And she
In
chose
9/11.
us. Yep, she chose us, and she wanted us to, hang that here on our little.
You're kidding.
It's like I said, everything that's here has a story. Everything, and it's
I love that.
it's a joy at the same time as it is kind of it's heartbreaking also to hear some of the stories. But
I'm sure.
it brings us solace and joy that they want to display their things here. And,
Right.
They
And
want
that's-
other people to know their stories.
That's beautiful. And it's not surprising because as soon as you come in here, you have that strong sense of community. And as I was talking to you guys, that is like the feel that you guys actually want to go for, which is when you're here, your friends, your family. It's so much more than the food, even though I'm excited about the food.
That's just a bonus.
That's just a bonus. So you guys like to come out and talk to your customers and
yeah.
stuff and everything. So how long have you guys been open?
So we've been open a little over a year.
Okay.
And that was our mission from the very beginning, was to be a small family-owned business, so that we do have time. When you come in, you're part of our family. We want to be able to come from the back and sit out here and talk to you when you're here.
Wow.
And my husband has stories for days, and when you leave here, you're no longer a customer. You're a friend, you're family,
That is
and
so
you're welcome
cool.
in at any time.
I love that. Are you guys open every day?
We're open Tuesday through Friday.
Okay.
11 to 8.
Okay.
Saturdays we typically sometimes do breakfast, special breakfast, but we do have a lot of catering on the weekends.
Got it.
So the days that we don't have catering, we'll advertise. We do most of our advertising on Facebook.
Okay.
So follow us there.
Guns and hoses.
Every day we post the menu. Every day we'll post our hours, if we're going to be open that Saturday for breakfast.
Okay.
Etc. So, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. Tuesday through Friday, occasional Saturdays, and then every day we're available for catering.
Awesome. And I see that you guys are also involved in the community. You do some fun, like a scavenger hunt and stuff you did this past year. Yeah.
That was so much fun. Our friends over at Broken Leaf, they're a new coffee shop. She actually headed that event, and it was amazing.
Wow.
It was fun. It brought all the town together. Everybody had... you would go into every shop, every restaurant, every store, and you had to find something. You had to find the clue and take a picture and send it off to prove that you found it.
You're right. That's so cute, especially in a small town like Newton Falls.
Yeah.
That so I was noticing as I was coming in the covered bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. So is that like something that people travel? Like there's a whole tours for covered bridges in Ohio, right?
There is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you guys get a lot of people coming in for that?
We do have a lot of people that come in to look at, there's more than just the covered bridge that's historic about our town. A lot of these buildings are also very historic. We
Okay.
have another business owner that's trying to make it a historic business district down
the
here.
Fieldview Acres, which a lot of people come there.
What is it?
It's called
The Fieldview Acres Mercantil.
Really?
And he has a lot of antiques and vintage over there, and there's people that come in from far out of town, other states, across the country to buy and pick some of the stuff that he has. So he brings our town a lot of business. And then
So you guys kind of work together, yeah.
And on the other hand, people come to us from afar.
Oh yes, yeah.
Believe it or not, you wouldn't believe the stories we hear.
Oh,
And
that
then we
is.
always say, well, you got to go over here. Which is nice about this downtown district is we're all that way. People
Wow.
come into town, they share their stories. We're like, oh, you got to go here, and you got to go here, and you got to go there.
Right. That is definitely nice. And I could kind of guess and sense that even walking in here. It's just that sense of like, hey, like this is, you're welcome no matter who you are. That's great. So talk to us about the menu. You guys, speaking of family and community, you guys were mentioning that a lot of the menu is passed down. Everything's homemade, and then some of it you guys have come up with it yourself, being with your experience in the restaurant industries.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to us a little bit about the menu that we see here.
So everything that's listed here in the white sheets, these are items that we have every single day.
Okay.
everything that you see on this menu is homemade. We do not make our potato salad, so full disclaimer there, but everything else is homemade.
Wow.
And then everything you see listed at handwritten, those are our features. So every day those change.
Okay.
Today we're having a spinach artichoke chicken with 2 sides. It's a creamy chicken.
Never heard of that in my life.
Sauce. It's almost like it's a homemade Alfredo, and then we add some spinach and artichokes in there.
That sounds great.
And then you get 2 sides with it.
Okay.
Beef stroganoff, my mom's recipe.
Wow.
And then we also, this is one of the biggest things I love, is that we feature a local bakery. And we started this a couple of months ago, and we had a lot of interest and a lot of people coming in. And we had Queen of Cheesecakes join us from Boardman. And her cheesecakes are out of this world. Amazing. I've never had a better cheesecake in my life.
Wow.
She'll bring them in, she'll make them, and we sell out of them within the first 2 days.
That's incredible.
So it is.
And I love that it's that's another local small business.
Yes.
That she's doing it with love from her heart.
And
That's
she is. She's one of the biggest hearts of anybody I know. And her name's Connie. Follow her on Queen of Cheesecakes because you won't be disappointed. So
Okay.
she's not, what's the word I'm looking for? She's not just stuck to cheesecakes. She does all kinds of desserts. So,
oh, real? Okay.
yes,
Oh,
she's
that's
not-
good to know.
yes.
I'm going to head for, I'm definitely going to go follow her. See, the cheesecake's got me all tongue-tied.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so these change, and you do your Italian wedding soup. That's
Yeah,
homemade?
Italian wedding soup is homemade. And we also
Grammy's
sell out
chili.
of that like crazy. Grammy's chili is my mom's recipe as well. We had white chicken chili this week, which I've taken first place 2 years in a row.
Oh, come on.
Here at the Chili Cook-Off here in Newton Falls. So I sell out of that very quickly. But it's a different twist of chili. And a funny story behind that white chicken chili. I just moved out of my mom and dad's house. I was 18. I was young. I thought I knew it all. And I had just a couple staples in my cupboard at home and in my fridge. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to throw it all together. Let's see what happens. And that is where white chicken chili was born.
Wow.
Just from a couple. And at this point in time, I had no idea how to cook. So we made a few tweaks here and there to the chili.
So it's your original recipe.
My original recipe.
And it keeps winning awards.
And it keeps winning awards.
That's amazing.
And it keeps selling out. So we'll
Wow.
always toot our horns on that. And the wedding
It sounds
soup
like
as
you
well.
deserved it. Yeah. Okay, so I couldn't help but notice all these milkshake flavors, which milkshakes, anybody who knows me knows that milkshakes are some of my favorites. So you have quite a few flavors. Now, and then I see the syrups over there. Do you also do coffee?
We do. We
Okay.
do flavored coffees, flavored milkshakes, and the milkshakes are hand spun. So
Wow.
we're no liquid, ice cream product or
Wow.
anything here. It's hard ice cream, and you can do any flavors. You can mix flavors. We've had people mix some crazy things that end up being very good.
Really? So they're allowed to create their own.
They're allowed to create
kind of
their
like the
own.
soda fountain.
We don't suggest anything more than 3 because once
Right,
you start putting other
yeah.
stuff together, it really gets overpowering. You really don't know, but it's they're big sellers. Summertime big sellers.
That's
Wintertime
awesome.
it kind of goes down a little bit, but nonetheless, the milkshakes are one of our biggest sellers.
I love it. And I love that you guys do this together as a family. So that's amazing. So I know that you're over there holding the baby. What does this mean to you? I know you were talking about it a little bit before we got on camera. What does this mean to you to be able to do this and to be able to share your love with the community this way?
Donnie's a crier. He wants me to do it.
Okay.
So, I mean, our biggest thing is to be able to give back. We do every year, this is our 6th year doing turkey giveaways, and what we do is we
So cool.
gather all the ingredients necessary to feed local families. We take the turkey, we take a roasting pan and all the other sides, and we porch drop them. These people don't know that we're coming.
That is amazing.
And our goal is to let them cook it together as a family. We want them to have family time together, and we don't want the stress of not being able to maybe afford it, or having to, maybe you're homebound and you don't have a way to get out to the store. And we want
Right.
to take that away, that whole stress away from them. So that's something that we pride ourselves on doing every year. And just about giving back. I mean, that's really what we're all about. We have a boot that we feature every single month. We give back to local fire departments.
Aww.
This month we're raising money for my son's travel ball team here.
Okay.
But typically it's a local fire department.
Yeah.
We'll raise money and then we'll present them with a check each month.
That's so fun. So your heart, you could see that your heart is always very connected to the community around you and to other local businesses around you.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
We
That's
feel that there's room for everybody to succeed. everyone. We don't feel any competition. We're all in it together. Everybody's at the top.
That's amazing. And that's how communities grow strong.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Then we have our extended family here.
Yeah, say hello.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. All right, so is this a face that you'll see when you come in to eat?
It is.
Jeremiah is. He's a local.
Look at that handsome boy.
So he's the one you'll get on the phone 95% of the time.
Okay, okay.
He's also our delivery, so we offer delivery.
Oh,
every day that
wow.
he's here. He does have school. He's in college right now to be a teacher.
Wow.
So Wednesdays
Impressive.
we don't have delivery, but any other day of the week, you'll have Jeremiah delivering food to you and
That is awesome. Anywhere in town?
anywhere
That's
in
your
town.
okay.
We do go a little bit out of town too.
Okay.
So just call if you're
Yeah. Okay.
curious as to how far we go.
Okay.
And he's great. I mean, you'll also see him out in the dining room talking and chatting with just about
Nice.
anybody and everybody.
Which is just so much fun. It just
that's great.
yeah. It's literally people go to coffee shops because they like kind of connecting to people. They go to bars because they love connecting to people, and then they could come to Guns and Hoses and get that connection. And I love it.
It's nice that we had our dream, and we knew what we wanted. You
Yeah.
know? And then when Jeremiah comes in, and he's a perfect fit for a representation.
He is.
Yeah.
He's a perfect representation of what we want. We
Right.
didn't have to train him to do what we do. He automatically in his
Just
heart
kind of fits
always
in.
Yeah.
already fit in.
I love it. So he'll be a good teacher one day.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, I told
Okay.
him we're going to open up a school here.
Yeah, right. Just to keep him.
Yeah.
All right. So I see you guys got a customer. Let me ask you real quick.
No, I'm just gonna get a pump. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you real quick. So 3 of your favorite. We're gonna show you some food. But before we end this portion, 3 of your favorite. And I know that there's so many. Like you guys love shouting everybody out. But if somebody wasn't familiar with Newton Falls, or this surrounding area, anywhere that you normally go, that you're like, hey, you got to check this place out, that place. What would be 3 of those places that you would tell the clique, hey, in addition to Guns and Hoses, check these places out?
If you're coming to Newton Falls, you absolutely 100% have to stop by Field View Acres Mercantil.
Okay.
It's catty corner from us.
Okay.
The owner's name's Tom, along with his wife Tracy. They have anything from antiques to candles to natural products to honeys to
Wow.
bourbon infused maple syrups. It's just a one of a kind Americana decor type.
Wow.
You have to go. There's no way to just describe how they just have to go
Right,
there yourself
right.
and see it. And plus, they're also great additions to the community.
That's amazing. Okay.
Donna, you're up.
Yeah.
I would probably have to say the Church Mouse.
Definitely the church mouse.
Oh, now that's a thrift store, right?
Yep.
That is such a cute name too. I noticed it as soon as I got out of the car. I saw church. I thought it said church house, and I looked over and it said Church Mouse thrift store. I was like, that's so cute. Okay, so they're a good thrift store.
Yep.
All kinds of what clothes and product, or like
Everything.
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 Okay.
Everything you
Yeah.
can imagine. And
It's just
Wow.
a nice local store that
it's kept
Yeah.
clean. It's very well
I love it.
organized. And they also, give back to the community. They do a food pantry over there for
Really?
the local residents.
Oh.
So, they're very, very community oriented.
Okay.
And then if we had to pick a third, if I had to absolutely pick a third, that's so hard.
Right.
It really is. But I would say one of the other local restaurants, because each one of us, we all offer something different. That's the beauty of this town.
Got it.
Everybody has something different. Even, we might have a few different pizza shops, but everybody has their own niche when it comes
Isn't
to
that
pizza.
something?
And they
Yes.
all taste different.
we have a toy store.
Shannon
Benson's
Benson
BS.
owns BS and Collectibles, and in
Okay.
there, this is just a couple doors down from us.
Okay.
You'll find anything collectible you could possibly think of in there. He has the Funkos, I think they're called. We started a collection for Avery.
Right.
already.
Toys,
Toys,
board
backpacks, just things that people
Wow.
are collecting. And then he also runs like a teenage community room in the back for kids that can go somewhere and feel safe and have something fun to do.
Oh, and play games and stuff.
Play games.
Oh, that is really great.
It
That's
is.
awesome.
Yeah.
Especially because so many kids get in trouble because of boredom. Really, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so the toy store would be the third. I know you mentioned area restaurants. I know, like you guys.
It's so hard because I'll touch on the restaurants again. Everybody
Yeah.
has something else. None of us
Okay.
have the same thing.
Okay.
We've
Awesome.
got a sub place. We've got another family dining establishment. We have a burger place that's amazing.
Wow. So lots of reasons to come to
Yeah,
Newton Falls.
Tons of reasons. We're a small town, but we're full of everything. I promise.
That's amazing. And you mentioned, okay, just as a bonus, you mentioned that there's a new coffee shop.
There is.
Okay, tell us about that.
The Broken Leaf Cafe is owned by a gal named Lillian.
Okay.
And her coffee is out of this world. You're not going to. She has this giant espresso machine, professional all the way from the beginning.
Wow.
And she puts her heart into it. And her place is all about positivity. And when you step in, you're in a safe space. She writes little positive messages on the coffee cup, so each person that comes in gets a different
message.
It's
That's
not a sticker,
cute.
It's not anything. It's handwritten. It's truly from the heart.
That's really
so they're
cute.
great over there, and they just opened up maybe 6 months ago. Sorry if I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
no, right, yeah.
But just
That's
recently,
beautiful.
and they're a great addition to the town as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, well, thank you so much for taking both of you guys for taking the time to show us around and to talk. Is there anything else? Any last words that you'd like to add before we get into eating? I should say.
I would say it's a unique experience. You know, I think
Yeah.
that our food speaks for itself, but you know, we're more interested too in the stories.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
in with
you
a
could see.
story.
Yeah, come in. Ooh, I like that. Come in with a story.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We
Jeremiah the same way, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
where's Jeremiah out? He's out here with you know what I mean? Pretty soon, you know, they're exchanging phone numbers. He don't even know them. They're from Toledo, and they're going golfing in 2 weeks when the guy comes back through.
Oh, that is cool.
So-
I love it. So it's literally, you're going to find something here that you don't find very often in today's society, which is connection.
Right.
And I love that. So thank you guys for what you do. Thank you for, I know it's been a job. You guys were trying to open during COVID, but here you are. You've pushed through to offer this great thing to the community. So thank you.
Thank
and yeah, thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
come meet us.
Yes, come meet them. Come meet Jeremiah. So head on out to Newton Falls Guns and Hoses Cafe, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 8, 12, 11 to 8.
11 to 8.
11 to 8. And yeah, just come be a part of it. If that's something that you crave and you miss, that little small town connection, the whole strip, there's all these shops that they were talking about. So just come and come out of the way a little bit to slow down and to try something new. So anyway, as always, remember that you are the best part of what makes Youngstown click. I appreciate you guys. I'm so thankful that you're part of the click, and I hope that you enjoy Guns and Hoses when you come out this way. All right, talk to you later. Oh, and then tell us what we have here.
Okay, this is our milkshake of the month. This is a dark chocolate banana.
Wow.
It's one milkshake.
Okay.
This here is our #1 dinner seller. This is our homemade meatloaf with our creamy mashed potatoes
Oh, my
and our
goodness.
maple garlic bacon green beans.
Oh my goodness, my mouth is literally watering right now. Okay.
And then this here is our firehouse loader. So as you can see,
Wow.
this is a gigantic baked potato. We take cheese sauce, regular shredded cheese, some bacon and sour cream, and we load it up.
Oh
for
my
you.
goodness. Wow. Okay.
And then this here is our biggest selling sandwich. This is a chicken Philly.
Okay.
And served with it today is our biggest selling side, which is our baked bean casserole.
Oh man, so I get to try like all the best. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. So this is a little bit of what you have to look forward to when you come to Guns and Hoses Cafe. They're best sellers. So that says a whole lot. That says a whole lot. And it's original recipes.
They're original recipes.
Oh
yes.
my goodness.
Some of them,
Amazing.
like I said, are my mom's. Some of them are ones that I've come up with, and some
I
of
love
them
it.
are ones that we've come up with together.
And
So
either way, you're not going to get them anywhere else.
you will never find
Never
it anywhere else.
find them anywhere else.
You
All
might find
right.
a rendition, but it will never be what you have in here.
Love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.